Hello, my name is Terri Shoemaker, and I'm from Barnesville, Ohio. We live north of town, and the compressor station is on one side of our property, across the street. We have a pipeline running behind our property. We have an industrial park that's down the road. A little bit past that, there is an injection well. There's been a few issues that we've been dealing with over the past mostly year. In the beginning, we were very supportive of the oil and gas industry, and I'd like to say we still want to support them. What we have found out, though, as time passes, that there are things that are being done that are not necessarily in the best interest. In fact, they're even detrimental and harmful to people that live around this area. Myself, a couple things that we've experienced with the oil and gas industry coming into our area. As they were building the pipeline behind our property, we got a lot of runoff that came down into our pond and filled our pond with a lot of sludge and oily, powdery matter. We did contact ODNR, contacted the EPA. We did have a gentleman come out. My husband had spoken with him, and he said yes, it was from the oil and gas production, the line that was being put in, and to contact the company, which was Mark West. And we did contact the company. After everything had been seeded and put back together, they finally showed up to look at our property and said that it wasn't their fault. So now we still have a pond that's full of sludge and awful looking stuff, and gets real oily on the top and looks really bad. It was a really pretty pond before that. We find residue on our vehicles. It's an oily, powdery type residue. If it's on our vehicles, it also concerns us that it's on our food, because we do raise our food on this farm. Another issue with that we have seen when it rains very hard, up on the property where the compressor station is currently located, we do have a good bit of runoff. It runs down the road, across the road, onto the property behind us, which, because of us being in the low-lying area, which drains right into our property. So if there would ever be a problem with an emergency or something to happen up there, I would pretty much guarantee that that's going to end up in our little valley there. As far as the health issues, I have had some health issues that seem to be definitely aggravated as of recently. I can't pinpoint the blame on oil and gas. They basically sinus issues, intestinal issues, shortness of breath, and different things. To say that that is directly, I can't say that because I don't know. They do seem to have gotten worse, and that concerns me, but I can't prove anything. The one thing that I can say definitively is that I have been awakened in the middle of the night. It's always in the middle of the night. The last time it happened was September 29th, 2015 at 3:45 in the morning. And I was awakened by the ground rumbling beneath me. I don't know what was causing it. It lasted probably for 4 or 5 seconds, and then it was over. Usually anywhere from 6 to 12 hours after that, I come down with severe dizziness. Headaches, but I've had sinus headaches before. These seem different. I don't know how to describe it, but it almost seems like a fullness in my head, like something that's just filling my head, and it's a weird type of a headache. But the dizziness is awful. It lasts usually for probably about 2 weeks, after I have one of these episodes where I feel the ground rumbling underneath me. Like I say, I have no explanation for what is causing it, but I do know that I get dizzy after it. So any way that our family can help, You can put up any kind of monitoring, you can check any samples. Please, it's like I say, we're from a small town, we trust people, and I think that's what happened when we had the oil and gas industry come into our area. We were so elated because of the job opportunities, because of everything that was coming with it. We didn't understand that there could be a bad side to all the smiles and the handshakes that we received in all the talks back then. It seems like there is a blatant disregard for the health, and if you don't live here, it doesn't affect you. Well, we are all accountable for our actions. You can't turn your head when somebody else is being hurt by decisions that you make. You are accountable for that. I firmly believe that. Maybe not in this life, but one day we have to answer. And please, I just ask you to do the right thing. All we are asking is for oversight, for protection against the hazards and the problems. We will support the industry. Just please make it safe. Thank you.